Hey Print Hustlers, Bruce from Printavo, Simple Shop Management Software. Really excited about this topic because this is about screen printing pricing and where we've come, where we've been, and then hopefully where we're going to. I recently did a poll on one of the Facebook screen printing groups and was just asking around about who's raised their pricing or kept it the same, and it was kind of split. Some people are more continually raising their pricing, and some people just aren't, and they're a little bit more stagnant. And that's what this video truly is about, is how we should all be continuing to raise pricing for your end customers. Back when I started a screen printing shop back in college, the way we got our pricing was we went to a competitor and we looked at their price sheet and then we took 5 cents off. And that either makes you cringe or it brings back memories. As much as this is a starting point, there really is a strong push that everybody needs to continue to raise their prices regularly, either quarterly, biannually, or so on, to continue to go where the market's going. I mean, inflation continues to go up, your wages will continue to go up. So there's only way to really continue to compete longer term, and that's to continue to be the goal of, we want to be the most expensive, but we're delivering the most value and the best service to our customers, and that's why they keep coming back. Everybody has products that they'll go buy and that are more expensive because they know that they're going to get a good quality product, a good service for them, and they continue to go, whether it's a service-based or an actual physical good. And there's always companies that you'll go that you know you're going to be taken care of, and that's the type of company that you'll want to be able to continue to be the kind of top end, the top 10% in pricing, instead of the opposite. This is such a big topic that we actually created a blog post around screen printing pricing to help you generate a true cost-based pricing matrix. And I'll drop a link down that in the description here below. We also did a podcast with Mark Kudre, an industry consultant, that I'll drop in below too, where it talks about how you should make sure that your matrices are broken out a lot more granularly than the typical 12, 24, 48, 72, and so on. The reason is because you can oversell yourself at, say, a 25 piece that you make less money on than a 23, for example. So breaking out and creating more and more breaks are a way to be able to create that lot more granular pricing that will make sure each job is profitable at any point. Now, a couple tips on calculating the pricing. Again, based on our matrix that we created also in the description below, it's really understanding what your hourly costs are to truly run your business. And then, of course, you're going to have to average this out, right? Because over the month span, if you have a really hot couple weeks and then a slower couple days, that could throw off your costs. So just making sure, again, to price based on that over average month. Now, if you have slow periods, you have to smooth those out too. So that means you got to do more sales and make sure your pricing is set so you can cover the slow months as well. Now, the other thing here too is that hiring. So hiring is going to affect the overhead, which affects your pricing. And just make sure that you're only hiring really at about $150K plus per employee. At first, when you're very young as a company, it's going to be a lot higher because it's just you getting going, you don't have much overhead, leases, all this other stuff. So once that gets ramped up, that's a great measure to be able to say, I'm running a profitable business. And of course, I got to shout out the book Profit First as a great way to be able to manage the financial side and make sure to compensate you, the owner, aka the most valuable employee of the business. Now, keep in mind, in theory, pricing actually continues to go up if you're not printing. So if your prices aren't running on profitable jobs, then in theory, your prices actually go up and you may need to charge more. But this variability is tough to keep track of, especially as you have sales reps and you have to train them and so on. So making sure, again, that you start off higher, give a little bit of wiggle room for your account managers, and then pay the commission off that is the best way to do that. And lastly, really suggest creating kind of 3 to 5 kind of ideal types of jobs. Run the numbers on them. Say if you get these types of jobs a couple times a day over the whole month on average, which you could take from your past month on average as well, you'll be able to truly calculate what your real costs were running each individual job. You may be very surprised that when you break this number down, and some of these jobs are not profitable for you to take. And in those cases, it's okay to say no. You don't just want to run your press just to run it. If anything, you want less customers and more revenue. And it's very possible to do this. Many shops are continually doing this as well. Price is also a great way to, of course, weed out bad customers too. So just raising the cost to make it worth either your time or they'll just roll out and find somebody else from there. Hopefully that's helpful. I'm just really excited to help push the whole industry forward to continue raising their prices and help reduce the whole mentality of kind of bottom feeding just to attract sales. Again, the only way to truly differentiate is either you really niche yourself and that's how you charge based on and do an incredible job there, or you're delivering an incredible value and service, or both, to again drive your profit up and your prices up. If you guys have questions, would love to hear them down in the comments below. This is a topic we're always talking about and always discussing online and offline. We're really excited about it.